All right, Deontay with Deontay's review. So it's 11:30, and we get our 11:30 skits, and normally that's the last skit of the day with Amber and the major storyline, Shayla and all of them. So I waited up to make sure I got this 11:30 skit so I can give you my review not long after it dropped. And Amber is thanking God for being set free. So let's see, as we close the night out into this, in skit land, let's see what we got, what Am Bam is giving us.
Nothing. For the first time, absolutely nothing is wrong. Okay. It looks like something is funny. Amanda, we were at dinner.
I'm hungry.
The entire time,
Talking about dinner.
I didn't think about Shayla or Anthony or the baby or any of this situation. Not one time. Like, for the first time since all of this has happened, they haven't been on my mind. I feel like I honestly had a breakthrough through this whole therapy situation.
I know a lot of us didn't like the therapy sessions and we bashed it. I know I did. I didn't understand it because you go to counseling to repair. You go to mediation to amicably dissolve the marriage and do away with it. But that last session was probably the best session they had. It brought Anthony to some realization about some stuff, as we know, and it brought Amber to some realization about some stuff that we already know about. I really wish the counselor would have asked Anthony more detailed questions about his involvement with Shayla, particularly when it started, how it started, to kind of paint the picture, because they've been hammering, beating a dead horse about Wayne and Amber. I think the only thing that kind of made everything shift was Amber telling how she felt when she found out. And it just made a whole shift for everybody, for her and Anthony. And this is the first time she says she can go to an event of some sort or a part of her day and not have to think about them. That is big. You want to know that you've matured, that you've gone through, that you've overcome, or that you've gotten over something, is that the people that hurt you once upon a time don't occupy the same space in your mind and in your emotions as they did before. So that's some good progress for Amber.
It's working. It's working. And I feel free. Oh. Did you say free? I feel free. Like God has lifted a burden.
Yeah, that happened.
For the first time, I feel light. I feel joy. For the first time since all of this.
Stay there.
Like, God is so good. He's so... Amanda, for a second, I thought God had forgotten about me. I really...
No, he didn't forget about you. You just had to go through your process. You had to go through your moments of being emotional, mentally, going through, spiritually going through. You had to go through your season. You had to go through the process. You had to go and feel all of it, and that's part of going through. You got to feel all of your emotions, identify them, know what they are, so that you can overcome those emotions and those feelings.
In my mind, thought he didn't love me anymore. I really felt like he had forsaken me. I felt like I was going to be living with this heaviness for the rest of my life. But for the first time, oh my God, I feel freedom. Oh my God. I feel like, Amanda, I found myself sitting here and praying for Anthony and Shayla and the baby. Like, praying that God works out whatever they need to be worked out, like whatever their life is going to be. Like, I don't hate them. Like, I'm praying for them. Like,
that's big, because they hurt Amber really, really bad. Your best friend and your husband, and then a child is born out of a result of that madness. That's big. That's big. And for you to be in a place now where, because the thing is, I think when she looks at a big picture, Amber knows the kind of woman that Shayla is. Amber knows that Shayla is not an established woman. Amber knows that Shayla is the kind of woman where she needs a man to be able to survive. She's nothing without a man and a man's money. So I think because she was once upon a time Shayla's best friend, she knows exactly what's up ahead for Anthony if this is actually his baby, which as far as she knows it is, right? She knows that Shayla is going to make Anthony's life a living hell. Because she's only about one thing, and that's greed. That's about self. That's about what she can get and how she can be taken care of in any given situation. And so I think in order for Amber to get to that place, she had to get to a place where she was healed first of the hurt. Acknowledge the hurt. Acknowledge what the hurt did to her and how it made her feel. And the places where that kind of hurt took her. But once you are healed from that of some sort, big picture, he gonna be hurting more than Amber is. Because even, let's say they go through the divorce, right? Let's say they go through the divorce, she gets whatever she gets, even if that means the house, whatever. He gonna have to deal with Shayla for another whole 18 years plus. And God forbid if he fall for one of her tricks and then she actually really get pregnant again. That's an additional. So that's big for Amber.
What? Oh my God. Like, God, you are so good to me. You are so kind to me. You love me. Like, I am just, my mind is blown. Like, I just feel like I'm on fire. Like, I just want to run. I want to scream. I just want to say, thank you, Jesus, for the first time. Like, Amanda, you have no idea. Oh my God.
Bless him.
I don't even care.
Get full, daughter. Get full.
I don't feel one thing for him.
She don't feel one thing for him. Now, I wonder what that means. She don't feel hate for him, or she doesn't feel that desire to want to have that idea of marriage with him. That's what I'm curious about. Does she not feel the hatred anymore, or does she not have any feelings or desires to want to be with him anymore? And is she really ready to move on with her life? That's what I'm curious about.
God is so good. He's so good. I'm so proud of you, sis. I told you you could do it. He's so good. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
All right, we're going to end it there. So I'm curious if she even wants Anthony anymore. I think she's not going to want to be with him anymore. Because in spite of how we all felt about those counseling sessions, she ultimately put the work in by showing up. And ultimately, even though Anthony's intentions was to slow down the process, even though his intention was to soften her heart so she don't go after everything, I think in the very end, it backfired because she got what she needed out of it. And he got the realization he needed to get out of it in terms of what his behavior did to her. I think that they're going to dissolve the marriage. I don't want Amber to go back with Anthony because he's still too unstable emotionally, and he's weak when it comes to women. So I don't want Amber to undo the work that she's been doing in her own life. So I'm just like, I would rather them go their separate ways. I think if she goes through with the divorce and if the court gives her the house, I don't think she's going to stay in it long. I think she'll sell it and go on and buy something else and start over, start fresh, because it'll be too many memories, you know. But I don't know. This is what I will say. After this skit, I'm a firm believer that things are about to start going on the up and up for Amber. We are about to see an incline in her winning. She's growing in her ability to read people, to read the room, to read the situations. She's less naive than she was some months ago. God has been working on her. She's been putting in work, right? And we're going to start to see Shayla's world turn upside down. And we saw that when Anthony walked out of that house earlier when she thought she was about to get that eggplant, and it didn't happen. Anthony he gonna have a uphill battle with him and Shayla. But we still got some work to do, like that paternity test, the name change, and all this stuff. I think Anthony's going to push because he's going to want to put some things in order. But let me know in the chat, in the comment section, do y'all think Amber is about to see an incline in her life and that things are about to start to go downhill real drastically? We ain't seen Angelina today. We might see her tomorrow. And I'm still wondering about Pam and Brody. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I need Angelina to go to jail. I need her to go to county. I need her to feel that for slapping Pam. You ain't gonna slap Pam and get away with it. Not the way you put Am Bam in jail. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Love y'all. All right, we out of here.